Welcome back to the channel. Today we break down the biggest political, legal, and immigration stories shaping lives across America. Today, we're discussing a controversial policy that has sparked intense debate nationwide. The Trump administration's renewed effort to revoke U.S. citizenship from certain naturalized Americans. We'll also examine the case of an India-born business owner facing denaturalization proceedings and explore what this could mean for thousands of immigrants who became U.S. citizens through naturalization. Before we dive in, make sure you subscribe, like this video, and share it with others interested in immigration, politics, and current affairs. Your support helps us continue bringing you detailed analysis and fact-based discussions on the stories making headlines. The issue of denaturalization has suddenly returned to the national spotlight. In June 2026, the U.S. Department of Justice announced legal actions seeking to revoke the citizenship of 17 naturalized Americans accused of obtaining citizenship through fraud, concealment of material facts, or other serious violations during the naturalization process. According to the DOJ, federal law allows citizenship to be revoked if it was illegally obtained or acquired through willful misrepresentation. The Trump administration argues that American citizenship is a privilege that must be earned honestly. Officials say their goal is to target individuals who allegedly lied during immigration proceedings or conceal criminal histories that would have made them ineligible for citizenship. Attorney General officials have described the initiative as part of a broader effort to combat immigration fraud and protect public safety. However, critics view the policy very differently. Immigration attorneys and civil rights advocates warn that expanding denaturalization efforts could create fear among naturalized citizens and raise concerns about government overreach. Some experts argue that citizenship should provide long-term security and that aggressive denaturalization campaigns could undermine confidence in the immigration system. One of the most discussed cases involves an India-born businessman whose legal battle has attracted national attention. Reports indicate that Balwinder Singh allegedly adopted the name Jaswinder Singh during parts of his immigration journey. Federal authorities claim discrepancies in identity information and documentation may have played a role in the naturalization process. The government is seeking to determine whether material misrepresentations were made when citizenship was obtained. Cases like this are often highly complex. Denaturalization is not automatic. The government must present evidence in federal court and satisfy a very high legal standard. Individuals facing denaturalization have the right to challenge the allegations, present evidence, and receive due process protections under U.S. law. Legal experts note that these cases can take years to resolve and often involve extensive review of immigration records, testimony, and historical documentation. What's particularly significant is the scale of the administration's current effort. Reports indicate that the Justice Department has identified hundreds of cases for possible review and has expanded resources dedicated to denaturalization proceedings. Some reports suggest approximately 384 to 385 individuals have been identified for potential citizenship revocation investigations, making this one of the largest denaturalization initiatives in modern American history. To understand why this is such a major story, it's important to remember how rare denaturalization has historically been. Between 1990 and 2017, the Justice Department reportedly filed an average of only about 11 denaturalization cases per year. Most previous cases involved allegations of war crimes, serious fraud, or hidden criminal histories. The recent increase marks a dramatic shift in enforcement priorities. In my opinion, there are two important truths that can exist at the same time. First, if someone knowingly committed fraud to obtain citizenship, the government has a legitimate interest in investigating and enforcing existing laws. Citizenship applications require honesty, and deliberate deception can have legal consequences. At the same time, citizenship is one of the most important legal statuses a person can possess. Any effort to revoke it should be handled with extreme caution, transparency, and strong due process protections. The government must be able to prove its case with convincing evidence, and political considerations should never determine who faces denaturalization proceedings. The debate ultimately comes down to balancing immigration enforcement with the principle that citizenship should provide stability and equal protection under the law. As more cases move through the courts, judges, not politicians, will decide whether the evidence meets the legal standards required for revoking citizenship. This story is far from over. The outcome of these cases could influence future immigration policy, affect thousands of naturalized Americans, and shape the national conversation about citizenship for years to come. What do you think? Should the government aggressively pursue denaturalization cases when fraud is suspected? Or do you believe the current push goes too far? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this analysis, don't forget to subscribe, like the video, and turn on notifications so you never miss our latest updates. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.